How often have you asked yourself, should I or shouldn't I? Making decisions can be easy, like what flavor of ice cream you want. And they can be hard, like quitting your job, starting a business, or ending a relationship. Some people make decisions based on intuition, so they go with a nudge or a pull they feel. And some make decisions based on reason, like comparing pros and cons. Both approaches can work, but I found that going with my intuition has been more effective than reasoning. This is because reasoning can sometimes lead to overthinking, and this can keep you stuck. Let me give you an example. My last relationship lasted about 16 years. In the last 3 months or so of it, I sometimes thought about ending it. I wasn't happy, but I thought I'd be even unhappier going into the unknown. Because of this, I went into what if mode. What if I'm alone forever? What if I never find a partner again who I'm compatible with? I spent a lot of time thinking about it towards the end of my relationship, trying to get clarity. Towards the last month, this internal conflict became so exhausting. It felt like an internal war, and it was keeping me stuck. Then I finally decided to end the relationship. It got to the point where comparing pros and cons wasn't enough. My intuition told me I had to go. So my feelings by far outweighed any list. When I finally felt very certain, there was no stopping me. And in the end, I was happy to go into the unknown. It was an uncomfortable leap, but it ended up changing so much for me for the better, including a new partner who I'm much more compatible with. So how do you know when to trust your intuition? You've got to pay attention to what you want and how you feel. Sometimes one option might feel clearer or more right than the other. Is when you can say, I'm sure. But what if you're not sure? Well, some decisions may require more thought or patience. The reason you're unsure might be because you need more information or because you're listening too much to other people's opinions. But fear can be an even bigger obstacle when making decisions, especially tough ones. Fear often makes your mind kind of shut down because it's scary not knowing what's going to happen after you make a decision. So when this happens, people tend to freeze up and don't decide. Indecision can be very frustrating and can make you feel really heavy inside. Looking back, I realized that other people's opinions about their relationships or people they knew didn't really help me to decide to end my relationship. It was my intuition that was my true guide. When something feels right, you'll know. It'll be so clear. And the more you trust your intuition when making decisions, the better and often faster you'll get at making the right ones. Just remember that indecision may slow you down, but it's okay to wait until you feel certain. So next time you find it difficult to make a decision, notice what's keeping you stuck and try to work through it so you can get clarity. Having clarity will help you feel so much more certain. Trust yourself, trust your intuition, and you'll know when you're sure. Let me know in the comments, has intuition or reasoning worked better for you when making tough decisions?